In the last 2 years, the West has hit Russia with an unprecedented package of sanctions. It hoped that this would make it difficult for Russia to fund its war against Ukraine. But you see, Moscow stands largely unaffected because it has found its way around these very sanctions. Russian companies are still importing weapon parts, tech and equipment. The question is, how so? All thanks to cryptocurrency. That's right, cryptocurrency has been fueling the Ukraine war. Cryptocurrency is secretive, it's untraceable, and it's everything that Russian firms had been seeking for secret trading. In fact, in late 2022, Russia's largest maker of small arms, Kalashnikov concern, needed electrical parts for drones. It had listed 248 types of electronic parts. Who would supply them, you ask? A Hong Kong electronics distributor, Kynix Semiconductor, KYNIX. But Kalashnikov concern could not approach that company. The US was cutting such deals off, and even Chinese banks had grown wary of the sanctions and started blocking payments from Russia. There were fears in China that its lenders be targeted by the West if they are too accommodative of sanctioned Russian businesses. And so instead of trading with the Hong Kong electronics distributor directly, the Russian arms maker approached a middleman. His name is Andrei Zverev. He is a self-described Russian smuggler based in China. He had the perfect solution for the Russian company's problems. Zverev used the cryptocurrency called Tether to relay millions of dollars from Kalashnikov to its supplier. I will tell you how this entire scheme played out, but before that, let me just tell you a bit about Tether, which is a stable coin. It is pegged to the US dollar, meaning its value fluctuates with the dollar. It is privately held by Tether Holdings. The issuer is registered in the British Virgin Islands. It is owned by a small group of individuals. Tether Holdings distributes it to customers in exchange for dollars. Customers can then trade it on virtual public ledgers known as blockchains, or via private exchanges. They can use it to purchase other cryptocurrencies or to pay for goods and services, just like Russian companies. In fact, it is the most traded cryptocurrency. As many as $120 billion worth of these stable coins change hands each day. It is often traded about twice as much as Bitcoin. In fact, in 2023, Tether transactions totaled over $10 trillion. Now, like I said, the stablecoin works much like dollar, but unlike government-issued currency inside the banking system, authorities have limited ability to trace its use around the world. And because of this, Tether has emerged as one of the world's default black market payment methods. And Russian firms, by the way, are making the most of it in order to avoid sanctions. The middlemen take payments from the importers in rubles in their Russian bank accounts. They convert it into the cryptocurrency and then pay out the foreign suppliers in their local currency. Zverev, he took Kalashnikov concern's order to Kynix. It was priced at about 70 million yuan, that is just under $10 million. You see, Zverev is notorious for such trade schemes. In fact, when Russia invaded Ukraine, Zverev wrote on a personal blog that readers should protect their savings from the plummeting ruble by buying Tether on Gravitas. And for those who are not aware, Gravitas is a Moscow-based crypto exchange. It basically works almost exclusively with Russian clients. Zverev's reasoning was that the Western regulators would not be able to shut it down. Only 2 months later, the US blacklisted Gravitas for being a haven for cyber criminals. But as Zverev claimed, its business continued to thrive. Meanwhile, Tether has been increasingly showing up in investigations tied to money laundering, terror financing, and sanctions evasion. And it's not just the Ukraine war. The cryptocurrency has been used in financing Hamas, paying Chinese fentanyl suppliers, funding the North Korean nuclear program, and helping sanctioned Russian oligarchs buy sanctioned Venezuelan oil. You see, it has become the go-to currency for all illicit trades. It is funding war and terrorism. And despite all this, we continue to lack regulations as far as crypto trading is concerned. When will it be scrutinized, is the question. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.